Tracy Foreman with Aging Partners Health and Fitness. Joining me today are Linda Stevenson and Sharon Cheney. The three of us are facilitators for a program entitled Stepping On that's being offered in your community. It's a fall prevention program that actually improves your strength and balance. And today, Sharon and Linda and I are going to show you different exercises that you can do to improve your strength and balance. So go ahead and get a chair, get in your comfortable shoes, get in your comfortable clothing, and get ready to work out. Let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start with seated exercises, so be sure that you have a comfortable chair, one with 4 legs on it, not a rocking chair or a rolling chair. Be sure you have on your comfortable shoes, your tennis shoes, or your shoes that support your arch and support your heel. You don't want to wear flip-flops, you don't want to wear backless slippers or sandals. So get your chair and let's get ready to begin in a seated position doing your balance exercises. Let's move to the front of our chair. We're going to sit down right toward the center. You don't want to lean back. Your back should not be touching the chair. Feet should be about leg distance apart. So we want to do a sit to stand exercise. Now if you have balance problems, you may want to use a chair with arms on it or a chair that you can easily rise out of. When we do a sit to stand exercise, you want to move to a position of nose over toes, so leaning forward. You can push down either on your knees or hold on to the handles of the chair. So let's begin. We're going to do this exercise 5 times, and we'll demonstrate the first one. Slowly we'll move up, and we'll move into a standing position. Slowly push up and count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Now let's lower slowly. Reach back and touch the chair if you need to, or grab the arms of your chair and sit back. All right, that was a demonstration. Let's go ahead and do our 5 sit to stand exercises. Here we go. Ready? Nose over toes, power up. Up and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Sit slowly down, reach back if you need to, feel that chair behind you. Here we go again. Come up, stand, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Now sit down very slowly, reach back if you need to, or make sure that the chair is touching the backs of your legs. Come up again, stand up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. That's our third. Is it getting harder yet? Come down. And now if you want to make this harder, if you feel you're already really good at this one, then cross your arms and come up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. That's 4. We only have 1 more to go. Sit to stand, nose over toes, come up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Now let's go ahead and remain standing because the next exercise we're going to do for balance is called the sideways walking movement. Now I'm going to do this one without a chair, but Linda and Sharon are going to be behind us working with a chair. It's always important to have a surface that you can hold on to, whether it's a solid chair, one that does not move, or a countertop. You can even use a sink if you want to, but something that is solid that you can hold on to. So with our feet almost together, we're going to move to a sideways walking movement. So let's start moving to our right, stepping right. 1, we're going to do this 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's step at the next direction. We're going to go to the left now. 1. You notice I'm not moving very quickly. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember, you can always increase your reps, and we encourage you to work up to 10 reps with the sideways walking. Now, the next one we're going to do is a little more difficult, and we're going to turn sideways. So please turn your chair sideways and stand beside your chair. What we're going to do is called tandem standing. And what that means is heel to toe. So we're going to place our right heel in front of our left toe. Now, you're going to feel that taking you off balance immediately, so be sure you have your solid surface next to you. If you feel a little shake in your legs, that's okay. Now, if this is too difficult for you, bring your foot out to the side a little bit. You're going to be standing with a little bit more solid base if your foot is out to the side. But to improve your balance with daily practice, standing with heel to toe, and let's just count. Here we go. Heel to toe, tandem standing, 10 seconds. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Now let's step your foot back and get comfortable in that position. Now you may notice that you've got a little bit of an ankle shake in there, and that's quite all right. Remember, we're trying to improve our balance, and so we need to challenge ourselves just a little bit. Let's take our left heel now in front of our right toe, and if you need to bend your knees slightly, go ahead and do that, but let's start to count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Let's stabilize our base. Now, you may have noticed that I have a little bit of ankle shake when I'm doing that one also. It's always good to have a solid surface to hang on to when you're doing that one. Now, we're going to make this a little bit more challenging. We're going to go from tandem standing now to tandem walking. So let's begin with our right foot in front of our left. Now remember, if that's too challenging for you to do this particular walk, it will be heel to toe right in front of left, and then you're going to bring your left forward. Now we're going to take 5 steps forward. You can always increase the number of steps that you do. Let's begin walking forward. Right heel to left toe. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Stop there and let's take it backwards. Right toe to left heel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Remember, the modification for that one is to step out to the side when you're coming forward rather than putting your heel to your toe. So stepping a little bit out to the side stabilizes your base just a little bit. So that was our tandem walking forward and back, and you can increase those steps up to 10 times or even more if you become more and more confident along the way, which we know you will with daily practice. Now we're going to move from balance steps. There are 4 basic balance exercises that we just did. We're going to move to the final one, or we did the 3, and now we're going to move to the, actually we did the 4, didn't we? The 4 balance exercises that we just did, sit to stand, sideways walking, heel to toe tandem standing, and heel to toe tandem walking can be done every single day, can and should be done every single day. Now we're going to move into the strength exercises. And what we're going to do is start at the side of our chair. So bring your chair to the side of you. And we're going to stand with one hand resting on the chair. Now if you're doing this at the countertop, you'll stand sideways to the counter with your hand placed on the counter. We're going to start with the side hip strengthening exercises. We'll do 5 of these exercises. Stand with your head, neck, and spine in alignment, and we're going to raise our right leg up just 1 inch off of the ground. Now that sounds really easy, but I want to see where you feel the most work being done. So let's go ahead and raise up 1 inch off the floor and slowly lower it down. You don't want to move quickly when you do this one. Raise up 1 inch and lower it down. Raise up 1 inch and lower slowly down. Up 1 inch, lower slowly down, and we'll do one more, raising up 1 inch and lowering slowly down. Now, I think Sharon and Linda would both agree that they were feeling that more in the standing leg as opposed to the leg that they were raising. And that is the point of strength training, to isolate those muscles and to make them stronger, putting stress and pressure on those muscles. So let's go ahead. We're going to switch to the other side of our chair. Working on our left leg now. Head, neck, and spine are in alignment. And we're going to raise. Now remember, when you raise that foot off of the ground, we don't want you to lean sideways. We don't want you to overextend either direction. So keeping everything in alignment, raise that leg up, about 1 inch off the floor, very slowly, and then lower it down very slowly. That's 1. Raise again, and lower slowly. That's 2. Raise again, and lower slowly. There's 3. Raise again, and lower slowly. There's 4. And one more time, let's get our 5th one in there, and lower very slowly. Now what you'll notice is you felt the work in the opposing hip, and that's the point of these exercises. We want to really isolate each muscle group. Now we'll move behind our chair and go to what we call our heel raises, and these need to be done very slowly also. For those of you who are like me a lot of times and want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is not the best way to do your strengthening exercises. Slowly is always the best way when you're counting. So when we're doing our heel raises, standing behind our chair, we find our posture, and I'll demonstrate how we need to do this count slowly. We're going to raise up on our toes. These are called our heel raises. 1 and down very slowly. And here's what we have a tendency to do, but we're not getting the most benefit when we do it that quickly. Raise up again and hold. Feel the stretch in those calf muscles. And down. Raise it up again. Very nice. And down. Raise it up again. We have one more, and down. And let's do one more raise. Hold it just a little bit there. And lower. Now we'll challenge our balance just a little bit more by raising our toes. We don't want to rock. We want to do this slowly. So hold on to your chair and rock back, raising those toes up, feeling those muscles working all the way up into our knees, and lower down. Raise those toes up and lower down. Raise those toes up. That's our 3rd one. And lower down. Raise up and lower down. It's hard to keep from rocking on that one. One more. Raise up and lower down. Now the last strengthening exercise we're going to do is in a seated position. So let's go ahead and move to our chair. Linda and Sharon are going to be using or demonstrating leg weights, and we'll talk more about these at the end, but let's begin from a seated position. We're going to strengthen the front of our knee by sitting toward the middle of our chair. Feet are about the distance of the legs apart or hip distance apart. And we're going to be raising our leg up. So 5 seconds hold on each side. When we raise our leg, and I'll demonstrate here, we're going to hold 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and then lower. Now, Sharon and Linda both have weights. They won't have them on right now, but you always have the option of adding weights as we go along. And when we're through with this set, we'll show you some different things you can do with the weights. So let's go ahead and begin with our right leg. Let's raise that leg up and hold 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Lower it down. Let's raise it up again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Lower it down. That's 2. Let's raise again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Lower it down. Feeling that quad muscle working at the top of your leg. Raise up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Lower it down. Almost there. One more. Raise it up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. We're done with that side. Let's move it to the other side. Raise it up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and lower it down. Raise it up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Lower it down. Raise it up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Lower it down. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And I think we have one more, don't we? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Lower it down. You'll really notice the slower pace makes a big difference in engaging that muscle. Well, what you've seen us do today are 8 exercises. The 4 balance exercises consist of the sit to stand, the sideways walking, the heel and toe tandem standing, and the heel and toe tandem walking. Now, these exercises can be done absolutely every day, and we encourage you to do that. The Stepping On program will be available in your community, and you can call the number on your screen at the end of this program. We did strength exercises today also, and those consisted of the side hip strengthening exercises, and we did 5 each of those. We also did the front knee strengthening exercises, and we did 5 each of those. Now remember, I talked about there being weights available to do those. And if you take the Stepping On program, we will have weights available to the participants in those classes. Sharon has her set of weights here, and she is using 3 pounds. Now these are standard leg weights that can be purchased at just about any fitness store or any of your regular stores or at the shopping malls. This is a Velcroed leg weight system that has removable weights. The one she's using is a 5-pound weight. Now she has removed 2 of the weights to make it approximately 3 pounds, and that makes it a little bit easier. You can remove down to about 3/4 of a pound with these leg weights. So this is an option that you have. Linda over here is showing you the leg weights that we have in our Stepping On class. These weights can actually be removed. They're little sandbags that fit into the slots. So you can start with a little less than a pound and move up to 5 pounds. So this is one of the ways that you can actually increase the intensity of your workout by adding leg weights. So thank you, Linda, and thank you, Sharon, for demonstrating that. Can you feel a difference with that? Absolutely. Strengthening those muscles by adding weights. And any type of weight or strengthening program, it really includes adding weights as you go along. We did other exercises in the strength training. We did heel raises, remember, very slowly raising those heels, and we did toe raises without rock backs, 5 of each, but you can always increase the repetitions up to 10 reps, and we have participants now who are doing up to 20 reps of each exercise. Remember, strength should only be done 3 times a week, whereas the balance exercises can be done every single day. Well, I want to thank Sharon and Linda for joining me today. They did a great job demonstrating these vital exercises for balance and core strength and flexibility. Please join us with the Stepping On program. And if you're interested in information about when those classes will be beginning, please call the number that's on your screen. I'm Tracy Foreman with Aging Partners. Have a great day. Live strong.
Live balanced.
Live balanced.